So David, again, thank you so much for taking the time to share your story and your experience with the folks that are watching this video. Would you mind taking us back, even though you may not want to, but take us back to what life was like for you before you changed your life with New Smile Dental Group?
Well, you're right. I don't want to because it's not a pleasant memory.
Yeah.
I had always had weak teeth since I was a child. And I'd had fillings, extractions, bridges, crowns, everything imaginable done. I finally got to a point where I had to have a denture placed in my lower jaw, and I wasn't looking forward to it. And I'd heard about implants, and I started investigating them. And actually, I'm originally from Indiana.
Okay.
And I went to dentists there, 3 different ones, in Indianapolis, to get quotes, estimates. And they were way out of my pay grade. They were shocking.
Like, what type of range are we speaking of? Do you remember from?
Oh, my gosh. They varied considerably, actually. But the range would be anywhere from minimally. And I got an estimate there. And it was what they refer to as Beverly Hills prices because it was $105,000.
Wow.
$105,000.
Unbelievable.
I almost went into cardiac arrest.
I bet.
I'm 75 years old. Don't tell me that.
I bet. So they quoted you a 6-figure smile. And at that point you thought, okay, I better start looking at other options.
Well, I went to the internet, is what I did. And I started searching implantology, dental implants. And I saw Costa Rica coming up in 2 or 3 different places. I knew nothing about Costa Rica. I thought it was a bloody island, which it isn't.
Right.
But I thought it was. And so I started doing some serious investigation. I then came across, during that investigation, New Smile Dental Group. And I liked the site a lot. It was professional. It wasn't nonsense. It was to the point. They weren't selling smoke and mirrors. And I was impressed. So I then contacted them and explained to them, as best I could in my layman terms, what my problems were and what I wanted to have done, or hopefully have done. And they told me what I needed to do, what the process would be. And I decided, instead of going through the process they suggested, that I was retired. I wasn't doing a whole lot, so I thought, might be a good time to see the country of Costa Rica. So I got on a plane, I came to Costa Rica, and met these people, and was day by day more and more impressed. The facility is better than any of the facilities I saw in the United States, including Beverly Hills.
Wow.
The cleanliness is extraordinary. The professionalism of all the doctors is quite impressive.
So you felt welcomed, because I think a lot of folks who consider having their dental work miles away, the fear is that they'll be alone in the process, right? And it's kind of like, where am I going to stay? How is it going to feel? You know, how am I going to feel after the procedure? Will I be alone? Will I be in pain? And if I'm coming by myself, how will I get through this? Would you mind sharing your experience, maybe starting the day of surgery and then post-operatively, how you felt?
I'd be glad to. And the problems and considerations you've mentioned are true. I went through them. Everyone I know that's had this major dental work done goes through that.
Right.
But you're not alone. Believe me, these people will assist you. They didn't have to with me because I made up my mind to come to Costa Rica and see for myself.
Right.
But if you book from the United States, these people will assist you in every possible way, and 99.9% of them are completely bilingual. You have no
language
problems,
barriers,
no communication barriers at all. They do everything they possibly can to assist you and make you comfortable. They will assist you with a place to stay. They will assist you with advising you on what to see, where to go, whatever you need. These people are professionals, and they are used to taking care of patients, and they will take care of you. I have never been as impressed with any medical procedure in my lifetime as I was with the kind of treatment I received from these folks from the get-go on, and still do. And this has been a year and what?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years ago.
But you know, what's interesting to me is just in you speaking more and more about your experience, it sounds like you can sort of transform your life with a beautiful smile, but also kind of think of this as like a smilecation, because you can actually plan out an agenda potentially coming here.
That's a great term, actually.
Yeah.
I'd never thought of that. But
Smilecation.
that's exactly what it is. It's a smilecation.
Yeah.
And it'll also turn out to be the best smilecation you've ever had.
All right.
The work is incredibly good. The quality is, you cannot get better quality. In fact, I would venture to say that of the four quotes that I got in the U.S., and what I was told they were going to do, the methodology they were going to use, the quality of this work, there's none better at any price. So why would anyone, and this is what constantly occurs to me, why would anyone pay twice to 2.5, maybe 3 times the amount of money for work that may be equal, but is probably a little lesser quality than you can get for a much lesser price in Costa Rica and have a hell of a vacation at the same time?
I'll tell you, you're bringing up another point. The one thing, and I've worked with dental offices all over the United States for over 10 years, the one thing that really blew me away about Dr. Bonilla's office is the state-of-the-art technology. I think that a lot of folks, it's just in their mind that they think if they go somewhere else outside the United States, that it's inferior material or it won't be safe, it's not up to ideal standards. And I'm hearing you say it's top-notch.
Oh, it is top-notch. And what you said as far as the United States, I'd be, truthfully, more worried about having work done presently in the U.S., having seen those quality standards, having seen the quality standards here in Costa Rica. Believe me, the comparison is simply not there. Now, are there clinics as good in the United States? Probably are somewhere.
Sure.
But I couldn't find them, and I guarantee you they're no better. So once again, we go back to the price factor.
That's right. Why not, right?
Why
not?
Why pay 2, 3 times, 3.5 times the amount for equal and probably lesser quality work with a great deal less personal attention than you're going to get from a New Smile clinic? Why would you do that?
Right. It's kind of a no-brainer. I think, just us speaking. Let's talk about fear. I think the fear factor, it's one of those things. A lot of folks, they are afraid, like the dental office is the absolute last place that they want to be, right?
I don't know many people that vacation in one.
Well, yeah, it's true. Can you share your story about, because I think a lot of people think if you're getting either full mouth restoration, you're getting implants, that you're going to be in extreme pain, you're going to be in agony for days, you won't be able to do anything. Can you share your impressions of how you felt after surgery? I
had the same exact feelings. I was scared to death. I hated dentists. I truly did. Yeah. Not personally, but I hated going to a dentist. And I was scared to death. But these people really put me at ease with the way they behaved toward me, the way that they assisted me with any questions that I had. And then when the day came for me to have the procedure done, which was the installation of the implants.
Just the lower, right?
Just the lower jaw. Luckily, fortunately, at that point, I did not, according to Dr. Bonilla, he didn't feel that I needed to replace these yet. I might in the future, but not yet. They were okay. So I arrived ready to be tortured. And they strapped me into the chair.
Oh, you stop.
And I was scared to death.
Yeah.
And when it comes to physical pain, I'm not a hero. I admit it.
Yeah, yeah.
So they began the procedure. They gave me the anesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to tell you something. And I was incredibly surprised, truly taken aback. There was absolutely no discomfort during the procedure at all. Zip, zero, none.
Wow.
The,
Even the numbing, you don't remember?
I just started to say the only minor discomfort that we all have experienced is simply putting a syringe needle into the gum and into the jaw and deadening the pain. Well,
Right.
that's 2 little pricks
Wow.
in the tube. No pain. Now, the following day,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I did have discomfort. It was, I'd say, moderately severe discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
I had a great deal of swelling. They had given me medication for the pain and for
Okay.
the swelling. It took about a day and a half for it to begin to go down and for the
Mhm.
pain to go away.
Mhm.
And the pain with the medication, I really didn't have the pain as long as I
Right.
took the medication.
Okay.
The whole procedure was just a remarkably positive experience in my life.
And then follow up after your procedure.
Mhm.
Did you have transportation? Were they able to assist
They
you in coming to
supplied
the
all of
clinic?
that.
Perfect.
They sent a driver for me each time.
Wow. Okay.
They assisted me in my hotel where I was going to stay and in selecting where I wanted to stay on their recommendations. Um, I wish I could find, I've looked to find a negative. There aren't
any negatives?
They're
Wow.
all positives. Do it. All I can say to anyone out there considering this is do it. At least pick up the phone or go to the internet, contact these people. They will walk you through it.
Mhm.
And I'm 75 years old. This is one of the best decisions I have ever made in 75 years of life. And I guarantee if you do what I am suggesting to you to do, you will feel exactly the same way.
It's so interesting. I've spoke to a lot of patients that have had a procedure like this. And the one thing that they say, including my father, who has had a full mouth restoration, is that he wished he did it sooner.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
You know, like you harbor all the pain and you keep it inside, and then one day you decide you're going to do it. But once you get it done, then it's kind of like, why did I wait?
It's like
What have I
being
missed out
reborn.
on? And yeah, reborn.
Your mouth is reborn, literally reborn. I am 75 and I love my teeth. Want to see?
Well, they're gorgeous. You probably wouldn't have done that before you had
No, not probably. Drop the probably.
Right.
If I'd done it, I would have done this.
Yeah, you would have covered. You would have hit. Yeah.
No, I just cannot express how incredibly happy I am with the quality of this work, with the ease that the work was done and putting me at ease.
Function. You can eat what you want.
Oh,
you don't,
again,
no-
it's reborn.
Okay.
These are real teeth. They're
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
but they are. I have no functional problem at all. None. They're just like having my real teeth back.
Last thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think I know how you're going to respond to this, but I'd like for you to, if there's anyone watching this right now that is like, wow, I think I want to do this, but, and that but comes up. Can you give 1 or 2 pieces of advice to that person who's almost there, but something is stopping them? What would you say to that person?
Well, first I would have to know what's stopping them. But what I'd say to anyone generally that is considering do this, why would you wait?
Right. Pick up the phone, would you say?
Pick up the phone, go to the internet, either way. The point is communicate with these people. They will lead you down the garden path in a very gentle and informative manner. Do not wait. Do not go through that discomfort. Do not go through the embarrassment of having dinner at a table with folks, getting a little food stuck under your bloody denture. You have to pardon yourself, go to the men's room, rinse the denture, put it back in, and that could happen more than once in an evening, and I'm sure it has to many people. But don't wait, folks. Don't wait. You know, it's absolutely crazy to put this off when this kind of service is available at a price that is applicable to almost anyone. It's not out of your pay grade. Contact these people. Please do yourself a favor. You're not doing me one, you're going to do yourself one. And you're going to be very, very happy that you listened to what I had to say.
Well, I'm telling you, I think you've said it all. Life is short. Now is the time to take charge of your life. Change your life with a beautiful smile with Dr. Bonilla and his team at New Smile Dental Group.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.